Alright, what's going on, everybody? So I just want to make a video about what I think are the best ways for beginners to get into blockchain and cryptocurrencies today. So, surprise, surprise, I don't mean Coinbase, I don't mean GDAX, I don't mean Gemini, I don't mean Binance, I don't mean buying some coin and then hoping the price will go up. No, I'm talking about ways that you guys can start using blockchain and cryptocurrencies today for no cost at all or very small barriers of entry. So the first thing I want to introduce to you guys today, if you haven't heard of it yet, it's the Steem blockchain. So Steem is a blockchain project. You know, it's just like a blockchain like Bitcoin or Ethereum, but it's not as popular. You may have not even heard of it before, but Steem is a new blockchain that is extremely powerful. And if you go look at the statistics on this blockchain, Steem has the highest amount of transactions in a 24-hour period than any other production launched blockchain right now. So if you look at the activity for transactions in a 24-hour period, Steem has twice as many amount of transactions as Ethereum and a ton more than Bitcoin. So it's getting a lot of use, and a lot of people are on top of it, and a lot of people are using it, and it's actually working. So let's come over here to steem.io. So Steem is a blockchain-based rewards platform for publishers to monetize content and grow community. Steem is a very fast blockchain that was created to let people build social media decentralized applications on top of it. So I know that's a lot, but Steem is basically a creator-friendly platform that lets people monetize their content and build communities together. So this is huge, especially right now. If you're not aware, a lot of sites like YouTube have been demonetizing a lot of their content creators lately, and they've been playing favorites for who gets to monetize their content and who doesn't, and they've even been raising the barrier of entry for smaller channels to even start monetizing their content. And you know, it's really hard on platforms too, like SoundCloud and stuff, for get new users to monetize their content. So Steem solves all these problems, and I'll show you why shortly. Steem itself is a blockchain. It's a public blockchain that anyone can build applications on top of. So if you know how Ethereum works, the Ethereum platform works, then you know how the Steem platform works. And I'll show you why I think Steem is one of the best blockchains for people that are new to cryptocurrencies to start using. And the first decentralized application that is on the Steem blockchain that I want to show you is called Steamit. And you can go to it. It's a website. It's called steemit.com, and any browser you can go to it on. And it's basically a mix between a multi-user blogging site and Reddit. So a lot of the Reddit principles apply here. You have like a main feed where it shows all these articles, which are essentially blogs that people are posting, and then there's like subcategories. So you can come in here, you can go into, I don't know, anyone you want to. So you go into food, or you can also search up at the top for any subcategory, and it will bring up a list of all the blogs that are being posted in this subcategory. And you can go here, you can click anyone you want. So say you click this one, and you get a post that is like a blog style like post, where you can go in here, you can embed, you know, photos, images. You can also put links or videos, you can put a link to YouTube even if you wanted to. And you can go down here and you can scroll down, and other users can comment on posts. And then you can comment on those comments, you know, reply to other people. So this is much like Reddit. So it's basically like any other commenting platform works. So one thing that you will notice is all these dollar signs. So on Steem, whenever you get votes, so basically likes or votes, whenever you get likes or votes, you're essentially getting a cryptocurrency in replace for that. and this cryptocurrency has a value in USD or an actual value to it when you go to trade it. So basically, users get paid directly by other users for their creation of content. So instead of YouTube saying, oh, you can monetize or you can't monetize, anyone is allowed to monetize, and the people that are viewing that content, the users of the platform, decide who gets paid what for their creation. And so this is a completely new concept. It's called decentralized autonomous corporation, basically. So it's a whole community, a whole platform that runs themselves. There's not one central entity or one central corporation which decides who gets what, who gets to show what. Everyone gets to vote for whoever they want to. So you can see all the benefits of a blockchain on here, and this is a real life use case of it actually working today and that anyone can use. So this is the whole point of blockchain. It's all about solving real world issues and helping create these fair communities which benefits everyone. So if you come here, I'll show you my Steemit profile real quick. So you come here, there's blogs you can check down, and here's everything that I posted. So you can see all my posts. And here, I'll show you how Steemit works real quick. I don't really want to get too deep into it, but I'll explain this at the basic level. So basically, whenever you get votes, you get them in Steem, a cryptocurrency called Steem. And Steem, it's like Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum. It's traded, and it has some sort of value to it when it's being traded. But if you don't want to take your votes in Steem, you can transform them into either Steem Power or Steem Dollars. So let me tell you what Steem Power is. So Steem Power is basically a user's influence over the platform. It's kind of like a shareholder. So the more Steem Power you have, the greater influence you have over the entire platform. And it also gives the upvotes that you give other people have more power behind it. So when you like someone's content, you allow them to receive more Steem for that like that came from you than just someone who has less Steem Power than you. So it's not like you're giving them your Steem. You're basically giving that content creator credit for his work and for adding value to the network. You're basically saying, hey, that's good. I like that. I want to give you more influence in this network to be a part of it more. And they basically generate that more Steem. So I call it proof of creation. So the more that you create, the more value you add to Steem, and you get that value, and then you can give that to someone else, and then it basically goes full circle. So it's so much better than YouTube, because it's basically everyone voting for who they want, and then those people become voters to who they want to see, and it goes full circle, and it just gives apps like this tons of potential. So that's Steem Power. And you can also have Steem Dollars, which are like Steem backed dollars, which are essentially stuck to a US dollar at $1 US. So why would you want that? So Steem, it's a cryptocurrency, right? So it's traded like Bitcoin. So it goes up and down. So like one day Steem could be worth like 50 cents, and then the next day it could be worth like $2. But then a week from today, maybe it's down to 25 cents. So it goes up and down. So if you don't want that volatility, you can just stick it in Steem Dollars. So it will hold your value for you. So if you want to go back from Steem Dollars to Steem, and you have like $1 worth of Steem Dollars, then when you trade for Steem, you'll get the equivalent amount of $1 worth of Steem at that time when you trade for it. So it basically protects you from that volatility. So it is kind of a hassle if you want to go back to like a fiat currency. So if you wanted to go back to the US dollar, say, you'd have to go from like Steem Dollars to Steem, and then take that Steem to a cryptocurrency exchange, and then trade that for a fiat to crypto pair. So you have to trade that for like Litecoin or Ethereum or Bitcoin, and then you could trade that Bitcoin back for US dollars. But you don't even have to do that. I mean, you can keep it in Steem if you like the the platform, you can keep it in Steam power and keep your influence and help promote the other people on the platform, or you could put it into Steem and then trade that Steem for any crypto you want, and you could just trade it for Bitcoin, and now you have Bitcoin. So there's no barrier of entry. You don't have to spend any money, and in fact, you can make money. But instead of spending money to make money, you're spending your time and creating content, which in turn can turn into actual money. So there you go. There's no barrier entry for Steem. So remember I said that Steem was a blockchain that anyone can build applications on, and Steemit is just one application that's on the Steem blockchain. So there's other applications that are on the Steem blockchain. And the cool thing is, because they all use the same blockchain, they can use the same data. So if you have an account on Steemit and you have data that's on Steemit, well, it's actually on the Steem blockchain. So any other application can access that same data. So if you have an account on Steemit and then you make an account on another application that's run on top of the Steem blockchain, you still have access to that same content or that same account. So another application that's built on the Steem blockchain is DTube. And if you haven't guessed already, DTube is essentially a decentralized version of YouTube. So it works the exact same way as Steemit. There's the crypto incentive for your votes and your likes. It's resistant to censorship. Anyone can get on here and post, and it's a fair platform. There's no central authority to it. It's all run by the people, by the users, and there's no ads, because you don't need ads to monetize. You can monetize yourself. So it's this is basically your decentralized version of YouTube. Now, it hasn't been around for as long as YouTube, so it's not as polished and up to date, and has a gigantic user base. But you can see this is it's a much fairer version of YouTube. And the cool thing is, because it's on the Steem blockchain, if you have a Steemit account, you also have a DTube account. So they work the same way. They're hand in hand. So actually, if you see my blog, you can see here's something I posted on DTube, and it shows up on Steem because they have access to the same blockchain. And there's also this another website called busy.org, which is essentially the same it's the same thing as Steem. It's just a different user interface. So if you don't like the Steem user interface, or you think it's missing some features, you can make your own application for it. And that's what busy.org is. And here I think they're adding other features like bookmarks, and I think they're trying to add a chat on here. So it's essentially like Steemit, but just with a different UI and a different set of features that work the same way. And they all use the same blockchain. And you can check this out today with absolutely no upfront costs, and there's no barrier to entry. So that's why I think Steem is the best blockchain for people to get into cryptocurrencies and learn about blockchain right now, because you can get into it for free and you can check it out for free, and there's actual real life use cases on top of it that work. So you can go and check these out if you're interested in them. And finally, I wanted to talk about Ethereum, because Ethereum is also a protocol for people to build decentralized applications on top of it. Now, Ethereum is a lot older than Steem, and I'd say it's not quite as powerful. And the problem with Ethereum is every transaction on Ethereum, so whenever you want to interact with the blockchain, it costs you a little bit of money. It costs you a little bit of ether. So you're going to actually have to put up some ether to use Ethereum decentralized applications. So it's a little bit harder than Steemit, because there is a slight barrier to entry. But what you can do, if you want to check out some of these dapps, you can go to stateofthedapps.com, and it's basically a list of all the decentralized applications that are being built on Ethereum. Or you can go ahead and search for one. Now, some of these decentralized applications are serious projects and serious software tools, and other decentralized applications are just games or for fun, or people learning how to make decentralized applications and just sharing them with the world. So here's one decentralized application that just shows up here. I guess it's 5medium as a 4chan like application, and I'll just show you one of these to show you how the fees work. So you can just go to the website, and now there's tons of these ones. There's games, there's gambling games, and then there's just software tools. But whenever you go to one, so you say I went to this one, you can see that there's a fee to post on this forum, and there's a fee to reply. So whenever I want to do anything on here, it's going to cost me a little bit of ether. So the first thing that you need to do is, unlike Steemit, your wallet doesn't live on the website, so you have to have a wallet on your browser. So I'm on Chrome, and I have the MetaMask plugin, so I have a wallet on Chrome for Ethereum, so I can send ether. So if I go in here, I want to post something. So say I want to post a text message. And I hit submit, it's going to cost me a little bit of ether. So you'll see here comes MetaMask is going to make my transaction for me. So it's going to cost me, wow, 96 cents worth of ether just to post hello world. So you can see it costs a little bit of money, and it's almost $1 just to say hello world. But so this one is a little expensive, but I mean there's better apps than this obviously. But I can go ahead and hit submit just to show you how this works. So you'll see that now my transaction has to be confirmed. So basically I have to wait for someone to mine my transaction, and I want to see if, let's see, it doesn't even, some of these dapps will send you a link to Ether Scanner, so you can go check out the status of your transaction and if it's been mined yet. And I don't know, maybe MetaMask will show me. So you can go here, I think this is my transaction. Here's my yeah, so you can see it pending. So here you go, you can go to etherscanner.io. You can see now I'm waiting for someone to mine my transaction. So not only does it cost me money, I have to wait for someone to mine it, and you can see it's pending right now. Depending on the state of the Ethereum network, this could take a while. So let's refresh and see if it showed up. Wasn't it like right above this one? So let's check this. So I'm still waiting for my transaction to get mined on this Ethereum network, and this dApp doesn't have the best UI in the world. So I don't even know where it went, the hello world. But I mean, you go check out other different dApps, and I'm sure ones are better. I think I was playing this Pokemon one. It was kind of dumb, but there's a Pokemon like Ethermon Pokemon. Yeah, but my transactions went through that time. But you can see it's this one's another way you can get into. You can go search for this and check out these dApps and see what's being built on Ethereum. But I definitely recommend Steemit and things like DTube over that. Now, honorable mention, the Brave browser. So the Brave browser is an internet browser that it doesn't track you, and it doesn't show you ads, and it keeps you private. So it's basically an internet browser that, you know, does all that things. It blocks the ads automatically, it keeps you private, and it doesn't take all your information, all your data that you're searching for, and, you know, could potentially sell that or do whatever they want with that. So I haven't actually checked out the Brave browser, but it looks pretty cool, and they actually have a cryptocurrency on top of it, which is called the Basic Attention Token. And it essentially works where it lets people, if you want to look at ads, advertisers can advertise to you if you allow them to. And whenever you view people's ads, if you watch a certain amount of an advertiser's ad, you get paid in what's called a basic attention token. So it's kind of like the other way around. Now ads are advertising to you if you allow them to, and you get like a cryptocurrency for it. But I haven't checked it out, but this is definitely another one you guys want to check out, because again, there's no barrier to entry. You can just download Brave right away, and it doesn't cost you anything. So there you go. Those are my 3 best ways for beginners to get into blockchain and cryptocurrencies today.